Hello and welcome back to the Cyberpunk 2077 finale. Holy shit. Chat, peep the map. All of the gigs are done. You saw this in the last video, but all the gigs are done. This is it. It is finally time to beat the game. One mission left, 233 completed. Am I the GOAT or am I the GOAT? It is finally time to meet Hanako at Embers. I know this video is late, but my school finals are quite literally taking a phallic object and shoving it where the sun doesn't shine. So I've had to put writing the script on the back burner for a while. Let's do it. I'm excited. Yep.
Excellent. You have come.
60 plus hours later, we approach Hanako at this bar she's rented out. Hanako says she, along with all the higher-ups at Arasaka, knew that Yorinobu killed Saburo, and Hanako wants to help V get into Mikoshi, which she finds out is under Arasaka Tower.
He's your brother. It's been hard, it'll be hard. Let's say I get that.
Holy shit, dude. V is an
What changed
asshole.
your mind?
In exchange for her getting to testify against Yorinobu. Johnny, of course, thinks that waltzing into Arasaka is a trap, but Hanako wants the truth about her brother to be out in the world because she doesn't think Yorinobu is continuing the Arasaka legacy correctly and wants to take the reins. V has a biochip attack and Hanako says,
You are bleeding.
but when she takes a look at her fingers, there's not even a drop of blood there. There's no blood on my hand. This happens more than once, by the way. Either way, it's clear that V is running out of time. She struggles to the elevator, and Johnny proposes he takes over the little old limbs for the short term. Johnny says that he can team up with Rogue to break into Arasaka Tower and access Mikoshi, but V isn't buying it. V passes out, and Johnny brings her to Victor, who warns V that next time she collapses, there won't be a guardian angel to save her, and she'll be gone. V asks Victor for guidance, but Victor again reiterates that it's not his decision. Misty offers to bring V to a better place to decide her fate. Misty explains that Jackie came up here to make major life decisions. She leaves us alone, and Johnny advises V to call anyone who means anything to her.
Judy.
Yeah, even I've grown to like her.
Hey, Judy. Oh, hey.
Peek. V, of course, calls Judy and warns her that shit is gonna go down. Johnny and V reflected on their time together and how they changed. He explains our three choices: to trust Hanako, trust Johnny, or trust herself to fix things with Panam. Damn. I don't know. I hope Johnny survives, bro. V explains that she wants Johnny out of her head for the last gig, and as upset as Johnny is, he supportively makes himself scarce. Now, I'm faced with another choice: to ask for Panam's help or to trust Hanako now that Rogue is out of the picture. V calls up Panam and briefly explains that, she wants to break into the most high-tech facility in the city to get a biochip out of her head before she kills over dead. Oh yeah, and it has to be tonight. So, naturally, Panam has questions, but goes to pick up V anyway. V waits for Panam with Misty, but pets a little kitty on the way down. Kitty cat, wait. Kitty cat! That was really important to include in the video, by the way. Kitty cat. Can I steal the kitty cat and bring him to one of my apartments? That'd be cool, right? While V is waiting, Misty gives her a tarot card reading. Apparently, she gets the moon, which signifies mystery. That's very helpful, Misty. Your wisdom and intuition never ceases to amaze. Panam finally arrives and certainly knows how to lighten the mood.
Jesus, you really do look terrible.
Thank you, Panam. The next morning, Panam and Saul let V in on their game plan. Their strategy is to steal a gigantic drill from a company called Night Corp and drill half a mile under the city into Arasaka Tower. V asks Saul where she can get jacked into the net, and she says to go find Dakota. She has one of those little ice bath things, and V speaks to Alt, who asks where Johnny is. When V tells her Johnny isn't there, she gets defensive, but still offers her helping hand. That being said, V was kind of a total douche the entire conversation, not unlike previously while talking to Hanako, for no apparent reason.
Oh, why don't you swoop down on your chariot and enlighten me? Surely an all-powerful AI can handle that.
I mean, these people are trying to help V. I don't know why she has to be such a dick for no reason to literally everyone around her. Anyways, Alt sends V a flash drive she needs to plug into Arasaka to access Mikoshi. V gets pulled out of the net, and Dakota's gaming setup is fried. Dakota tells V that Saul's looking for her, and V finds him standing on top of a truck. Saul pulls V up, Saul dubs V an Aldecaldo, and he gives her the honorary jacket. Huh. I was not expecting this.
You're one of us now, B. You're an Aldecaldo, damn it.
Am I naked because I just got out of the tub? I think I am.
I really don't. Never expected this. Thank you.
Panem spits some Sensei Wu knowledge.
My life was in a million pieces. You broke it into a million more. But sometimes it's only then that you can piece it together again.
That doesn't really make sense, but okay.
Alright, fam, let's-
Yeah, I was naked up there. That's fi, I guess. And finds her way to Mitch, who goes out on a brief ride with V to make sure that the new and improved tank is ready to go for tomorrow morning.
I'll have to check before tomorrow if her guts are tight and firm. Something just don't sound right to my ear.
Mitch, an ex-military, says that during the war, the part of his brain that generates fear was destroyed. So he's not scared about tomorrow, but he's nervous about the leadership of the Aldecaldos. He worries that Panem and Saul have different priorities that may tear up the clan. Panem just wants V to be safe, but Saul sees this as an opportunity to steal Militech gear and sell it on the black market for clan profits. V talks to Saul, and he reassures her that Panem and Saul will keep each other in check, which is a net positive for the clan. Finally, V finds Panem, who is completely freaking out, and joins her overlooking the camp. V calms her down, but Panem asks if V is afraid to die. V says she tries not to think about it, but Panem doesn't have such luxury. The next morning, The next morning, V is awoken by an armada of Aldecaldos revving their engines and preparing for the day's mission. Next, Saul shows V recon drone footage of the drill site. The drill lies past the gates and inside the facility underground. V rides the tank thing, which the Aldecaldos have dubbed the Panzer, and to me it looks like she straight up ran over a fellow Aldecaldo. Then this drone thing dive bombed into that tower where a dude named Bobby was on lookout. Needless to say, Bobby is no more, whoever the hell that was anyway. V and Panem break through the wall, but the Panzer breaks down. Mitch and Carol begin hacking the drill, and V neutralizes the Militech forces using whatever means necessary. Panem gets the tank back up and running, and they use it to take out some drones and vehicles full of Militech gear. Finally, they get across to the drill, but Mitch and Saul are arguing over whether Mitch should go back and help the Aldecaldos, even though piloting the tank alone may kill him. Mitch, of course, does not fear death, and against Saul and Panem's wishes, returns to the rest of the gang in the Panzer. Panem and V go to the drill control room and start digging, soon arriving at Arasaka Tower, where V, Panem, and Saul kill everyone in their path, and I hit this goated knife shot. Type shit. V slides Alt's shard into the net, but they're a few rooms away from Mikoshi. Suddenly, their door gets blasted in by none other than Adam Smasher. The gang gets knocked to their feet, and after taking a point-blank shotgun blast to the chest, Smasher, sorry about this, smashes Saul's head into the ground. Panem and V work together to take out Smasher and his goons, but V gets a little distracted playing with her toys. Her rather ineffective at combat toys. Either way, one of the goons dropped this Gatling shoulder gun, so I put it to use taking out Smasher until hitting the final strike with my throwing knife.
Adam Smasher.
Finally, V gets into Mikoshi and passes out.
Hey, V. How's life out there in the desert?
Nah, just kidding. V gets into Mikoshi and is thrown into a flashback, or buffer state, or something, where V gets to see, I'm assuming, Misty's cat before our story comes to a conclusion. V ends up at the same rooftop the final decision was made earlier, and after glancing at some Johnny memorabilia, is teleported into Mikoshi.
Let us go then, you and I. When the evening
Is spread out against the sky like a patient etherized upon a table. God, I am so smart. Oh my lord. If that isn't elite ball knowledge, I don't know what is. My boy. V finds Johnny and they start arguing in that hate each other banter way they usually do. It's only then that Alt joins the conversation and politely informs V that she's in Engram right now. That seemed kind of implied to me, but oh well. V was shooketh. Alt says that she will free the current prisoners of Mikoshi by absorbing their constructs into herself to fight for a better cause. Or something. I don't know. But I don't think Alt exactly knows the plan either, so while that sounds fucked up, it's not like they could go back to their old bodies anyway. Alt says V can either leave Johnny's Engram with Alt in Mikoshi and go back to her old body with approximately 6 months left to live until her body doesn't recognize her or her brain anymore, or Johnny can get the body back permanently and V goes with Alt into Mikoshi. Johnny says stick to the plan, he'll go with Alt and V gets the body, which is fine by me because Judy's calling my name anyway. Honestly, yeah, I was kind of pissed off that they made either one or the other main characters die. Both of them, if you consider Mikoshi death, which I kind of do. V gets an indeterminate amount of time to live, and Johnny gets eternity stuck with Alt in the deep net. Sounds like a shitty-ass ending to me, but I'm assuming there's no way both parties survive. Johnny gives V a hand of condolence and says his goodbyes to V.
Bye, V. And never stop fighting.
V wakes up with Pan Am on a dam overlooking Night City with her bank account vanished. Pan Am says take your last look at the city cause you will never see it again. At this point, I was thinking Judy wasn't going to go with me, and I was genuinely about to restart like 2 hours of gameplay and choose a different ending if that were the case. You can see my pleasure in thinking that we're not taking Judy with. No way I'm leaving with the Aldecaldos. No fucking way, dude. Huh? This is some gay shit happening right now in 4K. And by 4K, I mean 1080p because I'm not that rich. Pan-Am and V meet up with Mitch and a few other Aldecaldos, but before we leave for good, Pan-Am tells V that there's someone waiting for her. At this point, the wave of relief that I didn't have to spend 2 more hours getting a different ending was hitting like a truck. Judy is talking to an Aldecaldo named Carol. She has a lot of involvement in the finale of the story, and it almost feels like CD Projekt Red hired one too many voice actors because she had so much involvement in the finale, but I don't remember ever speaking to her previously in the entire rest of the game. So I didn't really care to develop my knowledge of the Carol lore. Anyway, Carol leaves and Judy and V have a chit-chat. Who even says chit-chat anymore? Is that a thing? We get some lore about Judy never feeling like she fit into Night City and how she coped with that by just waiting for the next important thing to happen in her life. And I gotta say, TS is relatable, but that's a discussion for my therapist. I don't have a therapist. I'm coping with the ending, as it's not exactly what I was picturing, but I guess that means I'll have to play again to get another one. Okay, this is not what I was expecting, but I can't say I'm against it. I'm just wondering why they took all my money. The border of Night City is marked by a large wall, but Mitch found a tunnel that goes under it for them to leave out of with all their stolen Militech gear.
Join the rest of our people there, then we'll move on towards Tucson.
My bitch be hotter than Tucson, still rich but I'm fucking on futons. Judy said that she's glad she's leaving and she almost didn't go through with it. She wanted to leave the city with Evelyn, but they didn't go through with it, and she's happy V finally got to do it with her now. W character development, if you ask me. So they drive through the tunnel and come out the other side, where it's somehow nighttime? Don't ask me. I don't know. Wait, what? V dramatically steps out of the Panzer, and what are we even riding on? And where the fuck did I get that fit, dude? Who is driving the doohickey right now? Pan-Am comes to join, and I assume that the car drives itself, even though that doesn't particularly make sense with the rest of the lore about this thing and how you need 2 people to drive it, but whatever. Kiss, 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 kiss. My bad. Holy shit. Is that the end? Roll credits? And that marks the end of Cyberpunk 2077. Nice. At the end, we get a bunch of messages from important characters, and I honestly really enjoyed listening to all of them. Victor says if she's ever back in Night City, he'd love if she stopped by.
Estás loca, eh? Crazy, completely crazy.
Fuck you, Mama Wells.
Don't forget to stop by Mama Wells, okay? And I'll make my special chilaquiles just for you.
Okay, I take back my fuck you. Judy calls V, even though she's leaving with her, because she's not great at sharing feelings and thought it'd be easier to tell the camera that she's genuinely happy for the first time in her life. Aww. Mitch's goofy ass is genuinely leaning on his own aura. What are you leaning on, bro? Bro's leaning on the friends we made along the way. Rogue wishes V good luck wherever she ends up. Andy, get the fuck off War Thunder, bro. Carrie, who I didn't show his whole storyline in this series, also wishes V luck and explains that he might start going on tour again. Misty does her dumb tarot shit, but the cards somehow show something good, I guess, so that's nice. Is that it? I'm assuming that's it. Can I skip this? Congratulations, you've completed the main storyline of Cyberpunk, but remember that Night City never sleeps. There's still so much to see and do. You can continue from your last open world checkpoint, where you will have a special reward waiting for you. Would you like to keep playing? Yes. Meet Hanako at Ember's. Wait, what? Wait. I could do it again in the same save? Or I guess it just reverted back to my old. Oh, there's my money. So I'm curious, can you, like, do the whole thing again under a different ending? I would assume you can. Here we are. One of the things I got for killing this absolute Vader of a man is access to his private room with his weapons and armor. Anyway, here are all my iconic weapons. I don't know how many there are, but I have quite a few. I tried to see the phallic blunt object on my wall, but it unfortunately didn't show up. I can't find the D. Can I not display my D? That'd be so sad. I guess not. Oh well. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. This series has done, quite honestly, underwhelming numbers on YouTube to say the least, but it was a lot of fun to make, and I thoroughly enjoyed this game. I will be making more Cyberpunk content and more recap content for other games, starting with a Subnautica video coming out soon-ish. I have a Peak video coming out. I want to play RDR2. There's a bunch of games I want to play. Big things are coming to this channel, so stay tuned, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.